Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ashley. If you're not new to my channel, you're probably thinking, what the heck? So I've been sick for the past like 2 weeks, so I'm just kind of taking it easy. So it's kind of why I'm not in my usual setup. I kind of thought for today's video, I would do something different, kind of like an informal vlog style watch along to Halloween 5. So hope you guys don't mind. Not all of my videos are going to be like this at all, so don't worry. But yeah, it's still going to be a lot of fun. I'm still really excited to talk about Halloween 5 and watch it with you guys today. So I'm going to pop the Halloween 5 Blu-ray in my TV, but I also thought it might be fun if I popped in the VHS as well, because this is how I actually grew up watching Halloween 5, on this specific VHS tape. So we're experimenting today. Let's pop in Halloween 5. So while that's starting, let's pop in the VHS. I'm super excited. All right, here we go. Got the Blu-ray going and got the VHS going. So the VHS is gonna be a couple seconds behind the Blu-ray, but I thought it would be fun to have them both playing at the same time. The VHS is probably gonna pick up a little weird on the camera, but whatever. So yeah, Halloween 5, 1989, directed by Dominique Autrin-Girard. Very rushed production, and just a really unique entry in the franchise. Not my personal favorite at all, but you know, it is what it is. They're doing a little recap of Halloween 4, you know, in case you forgot the events of Halloween 4. So I know they had like filmed a whole different kind of like opening scene for Halloween 5 with this character called Dr. Death, I believe. And you know, there was witchcraft, and he tattooed Michael and all this stuff. But I think, you know, Mustafa Akkad just didn't like that scene, so they scrapped it and they refilmed it. And so he like kills this old guy here in a second, and it's just a weird opening scene. I don't know, I never really was too crazy about it. There he is. I should also say the mask in this is probably like the ugliest mask in the entire franchise. Well, it's not the ugliest, but is one of the ugliest masks. I think the Resurrection mask is worse than this one, but I think I might prefer the fourth one over the mask in this one. And the fourth one is not a good mask at all, so. Yeah, he just kind of like falls over. And it's like, wait, what? What's going on? He just doesn't tuck in his mask throughout the whole film. It's just a strange mask. It doesn't work at all. And I think even if they had kept that original Dr. Death opening sequence, I don't think that would have helped the film really. And, you know, just a lot of strange choices overall in this film, you know, like having Jamie be mute all of a sudden. I don't mind, you know, them establishing the connection, like this unspoken like connection between Jamie and Michael and everything, like that's fine. But I don't know, I just feel like it could have been executed a little better. I don't really know what I would have done, but oh, there's the tattoo. Our first little introduction to the Cult of Thorn, I guess, what would later become the Cult of Thorn. You know, they had no idea what they were doing during this movie with that element, but you know, we'll get into that in a bit. And there's Rachel, which, you know, the decision to kill off Rachel and to make Tina the, I guess, like replacement, you know, the sister figure, it was just a bad choice overall. I've never hated Tina like as bad as I know a lot of the fans do. I don't love her by any means, but I mean, to have her over Rachel is just absurd. Like, Rachel was such a good character, and I don't know what the reason for the mistreatment of her character in this. You know, Rachel's original death was supposed to be her getting scissors down her throat, and Ellie Cornell was like, no way, like, you can't do this to this character. And I just don't think the director of this movie like got it. I don't think he understood this franchise. You know, he's got Rachel just kind of like running around the house, just kind of super unaware of her like surroundings and everything, just so unlike the strong, smart girl that she was in part 4. And, you know, Ali Cornell herself was like, you know, the director just kept saying, it's about sex, you know, you gotta be sexy, sexy. And then she was just like, that's not this character. Like, Rachel's the girl next door. So that, I don't know, that just kind of says a lot about the director and just how I don't think he really understood these characters. He didn't understand the direction that he was ultimately going with this film and how it would affect, you know, later films as well. Oh God, here we go. It's so bad. It's just bad decisions. And let's not forget how crazy Dr. Loomis is in this movie. But I mean, it is kind of almost justified at this point because nobody has taken him seriously. And honestly, Danielle Harris and Donald Pleasence are the two best things about this film. Their performances are top notch in a film that is just not that great overall. Rachel's about to die, and this always upset me as a kid because I loved her character so much. It's just so unfortunate. So yeah, big mistake killing off Rachel, I think, and I think a lot of the fans would agree. I think that they could have even given Rachel, you know, Tina's death. Because, you know, later Tina ends up sacrificing herself for Jamie. That would have been so much more fitting for Rachel's character. But, you know, I digress. There was just a lot of strange decisions that went into Halloween 5. I don't know. Another thing I really don't love about Halloween 5 is its side characters. You know, these characters are just, I don't know. There's nothing interesting about them at all. Like, I'd take Brady and Kelly and, you know, the side characters from part 4 any day. And here's our introduction to the Man in Black character, which, you know, apparently this character wasn't even a part of the script when they started filming. I believe there was a person who used to come watch them film, like a local, who was kind of dressed like that, like dressed in all black, you know, with the boots and the hat or whatever. And somebody saw it and was like, oh, that would be kind of cool and mysterious to add into the film, like just this mysterious person and we don't know who he is. And that's literally the story behind the Man in Black. I think the cast members, there were like theories. They had theories on the set of who the man could be and, you know, his relation to Michael and everything, but there was nothing set in stone. Like, nobody actually knew who he was. And then, you know, the director was just like, oh, you know, they'll figure it out in part 6, like, whatever, we don't have to worry about it. Which is honestly, it's a major dick move and just really disrespectful to the franchise overall, I think. Okay, I do really love this death scene though. I'm not a fan of the way Michael just kind of walks into frame there. Like, there's no suspense, there's no mystery, it's just, he's there. But I do love this death. It's really great.
Okay, asshole. You wanna play? Trick or treat?
Oh my gosh, I love it. I love it. Oof. That's gotta be in my top 10 kills, easily. It's such a good kill. And this sequence with Tina and Michael in the car, and you know, she thinks it's her boyfriend, and she kisses him. This is actually a super creepy scene. Because you wouldn't think that Michael would do something like this, but he has jokes. He really does. And it's just so funny to me that he would just put on this mask that isn't his and pretend to be this other guy and just drive around with this girl and get cigarettes. Like, okay, I had to walk over to the Blu-ray for this one. This is iconic. Cookie Woman. See, there's some iconic moments in 5. There are. Cookie Woman being one of them. And this is also a pretty controversial scene, and I think a reason why a lot of people hate Tina, other than just, you know, she's annoying. But she does leave Jamie when Jamie's clearly scared, and she needs somebody, and, you know, Rachel's not around anymore because she's dead. So one of the things that I've always disliked about Halloween 5 is the fact that it feels long. And it's not that long of a movie, and I don't know why this is. Just, you know, probably poorly directed and, you know, pacing issues and all that, but you know, by the time we get to the Myers house later, there's the whole laundry chute scene with Jamie in the chute and Michael trying to get to her, which is arguably the most suspenseful and probably the best sequence in the movie. By the time we get to that, I'm just like, I don't care anymore. Like, when's it over? Like, when's it over? It just feels like a chore sometimes to watch Halloween 5, which is really unfortunate. Just wanted to take a sec and, you know, admire this Halloween box set. So when I bought this, I did not buy this when it first came out. It was already years later and it was out of print, and I paid way too much to have this. Like literally half my rent at the time. I'm not proud of that. But I was thinking, you know, surely they're going to have to come out with like a new updated Halloween box set, right? Like after Halloween Ends comes out, they have to include the new entries in the set. It would only make sense, I think. So I'm definitely excited for that once they do that. Because, you know, I mean, I love physical media, but I'm not buying these individually. And I honestly just started buying Blu-rays like 2 years ago. I was watching VHS and DVDs. That was like my life. So I'm not somebody that's gonna upgrade to like 4K anytime soon, because to be honest with you, I just don't care. Blu-ray is perfectly fine with me. Maybe in like, I don't know, another 5 years. But yeah, as you can see, my little Blu-ray collection is very small. I would love to do kind of like a little Blu-ray collection video. It'd be very short. Eating some gummy bears while they have sex. I gotta admit, I love this death scene. I love the pitchfork through the back. Ooh, and then Michael here with the scythe. Oh my goodness. So we're on this sequence where Michael's going after them, which was supposedly like super dangerous. Like if you watch like behind the scenes of Halloween 5, everybody, like all the cast and the crew, they generally talk about like how fun it was to make the movie and how much fun that they had and that it was a good experience, but it also seemed like a really dangerous experience too. Like, you know, during this chase scene, there was a point where Wendy Kaplan, she tripped on her cape and Don Shanks literally almost ran her over. And then here, Don Shanks in the car that's literally on fire, and the director just never yelled cut just because he was distracted or something, or he was overwhelmed with emotion because I don't know what the story was, but this is just bad directing and just super careless overall. Here is Tina's death though. Yeah, that should have been Rachel, I feel like. Literally, I think it was Don Shanks in one of the documentaries. He literally said that at the premiere of Halloween 5, people literally cheered when Tina was murdered. Also, yeah, I never really talked about it, but the Myers house in 5 is just absurd. It looks like an actual castle, and there's no way that house is in Haddonfield. Like, there's absolutely no way. Ooh, this guy's about to get it. But yeah, I don't know why they changed the house. It's so different. It is so different in 5. I still really like that they filmed in Salt Lake City, but the house is just, like I said, it's absurd. It's absolutely nothing like the original house or any of the other houses. Just another really poor, careless decision on their part. So yeah, we are technically so we've reached the Myers house. We're technically in like the best part of the film, like this final act here. And it's tough. Not Danielle Harris, Donald Pleasance, they can't save this film at this point. Like it's just, like I said, just kind of a chore to get through. The knife placement, it looks very awkward. Even if he has kind of held the knife weird in other films as well, it looks extra weird here. And you know, you can say what you want about Dr. Loomis thinking he can later just take the knife from Michael, like whether or not that's stupid, but I think at this point Loomis is just, he's crazy, and he's at a point where he is literally willing to just risk his life if his plan doesn't work. But oh my god, that mask is just oof, it's bad. Poor little Danielle Harris actually got hurt during filming this scene, which again just kind of proves the conditions, the like working conditions behind the scenes of this film were not the safest. Danielle Harris herself like said, like when she watches this, she's like, some of the stuff I would never ever do again in my career. I always thought it was really sad when Jamie discovered Rachel's body. It's just, you know, they went through so much together that it just feels just really sad and just really like hopeless at this point. Don't even get me started on this scene though. Okay, so he's taking the mask off, which please don't. Oh my god. Just why? He's the boogeyman. What is this? What is the reasoning behind trying to show that he has emotions? It's not adding anything to the story. If anything, it's taking away the mystique. I hate it. I hate that they made him cry. That stupid little tear. And here's Donald Pleasence hitting Michael with the 2x4. I actually like this scene. I really do. Donald Pleasence accidentally hitting Don Shanks right in the face and breaking his nose. Oh my god, and this bullshit right here. Literally that shot of Michael in the jail cell playing with his chains, the mask still on, is just, it's a new low for the franchise for sure. It's just bad. Oh my god. And then the man in black going to bust him out. Ugh, I don't know what they were thinking. It just feels like such a strange ending. Like they didn't know. They just had no idea what to do. And they're like, let's have him bust him out of there, you know? Hi guys. Let's watch the ending again on the VHS tape. So yeah. Okay guys, so that was Halloween 5. I want to thank you guys for watching that with me in this new kind of watch along vlog type thing. I don't know. But yeah, so we watched it on Blu-ray and we watched it on VHS. Hope you enjoyed watching it with me. I had a great time talking about it. Even if it's not my favorite, it's definitely a unique one, that's for sure. It's not really one that I have the desire to pop in very much. Again, like I said, the best parts were definitely Danielle Harris and Donald Pleasence and their performances. Some of the kills were really cool, but that's about it. You know, the negatives really do outweigh the positives for this one. Just too many ideas that didn't make sense and that didn't come together, and just really poor direction. I will say though, I like part 6 a lot better than part 5, so I'm really excited for when we get to part 6. I have a soft spot for Curse of Michael Myers, so definitely get to that real soon. Theatrical version, of course, always the theatrical version. So I'm not really sure what to watch next on the channel. I was thinking maybe another first time reaction. Let me know what you guys think. And yeah, talk to me in the comments about Halloween 5. What do you guys think about it? Let me know your thoughts. And yeah, thank you guys so much again for watching with me. I'm gonna get some rest. Stay well, and I'll see you next time.